where my mother brought me as a baby from St. James Hospital, 1317. We had a 2-bedroom apartment. My 2 sisters and my brother, they slept in this room, and I slept with my mother in the back room. And when we were growing up, she had to transition us to something bigger and better, and it was down the street. This is where I lived when my mother upgraded us from a 2-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. And my brother and I, we had a room together. My sisters had a room together. And my mother did the best she could. And what I am grateful for is the humble teachings of God right here in the projects. You know, she raised us in Sunday school and in Bible teachings. She taught us how to love God. And this is where she would buy me records, right in this place here. I got my first gospel album, Aretha Franklin and James Cleveland, and the Institutional Radio Choir. One More Day. I would play the hi-fi. They called them hi-fis back then. It was called cassette tapes. Got my first tape recorder, and I would sit at the hi-fi, play records, and DJ. This is where it all really began. It began right here on this lot. And as we would talk and sing together in high school, we sang together in high school. And of course, we became so close back then from high school that wherever I went, I was taking my sister with me. And we dreamed this together. From Robin's father's house. I got out and I began to sing with Reverend Milton Bronson and the Thompson Community Singers, Tyrone Block and LSD. Through those organizations, we were singing with many, many different gospel artists. Thomas Whitfield, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Ethel Holloway, just so many people that LSD backed up. And Reverend Flint would see me doing a television show called Saturday Night Sing. And when he would see that, he called me one day and said, "Son, I want you to come and do a concert for me." And it was a building fund project for this church, and it was for this building. This was the very first performance of Ricky Dillard. This is where New G, we didn't organize here, but this was where we were able to grow. This is where the choir grew, in this building, as we began to sharpen for the McDonald Choir competition.
Right.
This is where we rehearsed for our first album, the recording of the Promise album. And this building holds awesome memories. We thank God for Bishop Robert R. Sanders for allowing us to come here for free. He didn't charge us one red cent to come here because he saw something great to come in Ricky Dillard and New G. Of course, Robin was here the whole years.
Oh, yes.
And how the Lord really transitioned us and allowed us to build in this place. This is where the beginning and the building began.
I feel that he has really come a long, long, long ways. Starting right here in Chicago Heights, in the city that they say wasn't nothing good would come out of it. Ricky did.
Mr. Ricky Dillard.